Welcome back to the channel, T Hill times two. In this video, I'm going to just talk about what I did the other day was trying to do a collab and understand this whole YouTube thing about content, right? And so what I'm finding out is people have short attention spans. So you have to make the video short enough so they can watch it in its entirety. So you kind of condense all the information into something really, really small. First off, welcome to the channel. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you some insight or some things that I've been through, some information, and you do what it with you will. That means take the information, process it if you can, and then try and make it work for you. What I'm seeing is a lot of people are listening to people on YouTube and going to do the exact same thing. What I'm understanding is you're regurgitating the information, and that's how you learn. Cool, that's not real life. Real life is you got to get out here and you got to really make things work. The first thing I'm going to talk about is these three keys that my good friend DB215 he condensed it down to three things to be successful, and one of them being relationships. You gotta have good relationships in anything you do, not just trucking, in life, right? So your relationship goes a long way. So get out here, try to have good relationships. I get it. Some people don't like to be around other people. So that might take you out of that relationship key. So you got to work on these things. Now, like my brother told me, when I wasn't good at negotiating with brokers, you got to keep trying. So you got to keep trying the relationship piece. The other thing is location. I keep hearing the only reason why I was successful in this trucking business is because of my location, where I live at. That's BS. Truck drivers move freight everywhere around the country. No matter where you live at, somebody brought something there on a truck. So you mean to tell me people in trucks were picking up freight and delivering it for free in these small towns? No, they got paid to do it. But you, as an individual, you got to figure out what works best for you. Me, I understood what works best for me. As soon as I graduated high school, I went straight to work. Uh, like a couple of guys, they talk about working for somebody. It's called working for Mr. Charlie. Listen, don't let nobody shame you for working for somebody because you can do both. That's what I did. Some people don't understand that. Some people just think that they can work for somebody and that's it. No, you can actually have your own company and work for somebody and get the best of both worlds if you know how to do that. Some people don't, and I get it. The first thing you need to do, again, is relationships. I have to keep saying that over and over again because these people don't understand that. I asked Shape World, she's a good friend of mine, what would she do differently if she had to do it all over again in this trucking space? She said she would go to school and learn business. Absolutely. Because if you don't learn business, you're going to be behind when somebody gives you a contract and you read it, it is not going to make any sense to you if you don't understand the concept. So you have to put things in order. What things you want to be putting in order first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So I told Shape World, your sound is messing up, right? That means if we're going to do a video for these people that want to listen to us, these are more than likely they're truck drivers. And if you're listening to this, you want to get down the road and you want to be able to hear me because you got your headset on because the road noise is going to probably drown you out. Nobody has the stereo sound system like the one guy down in the south. that has 80,000 amps and these speakers blowing his head up, right? So we don't do that. But he has an ability to think outside the box and create something that he enjoys. You got to get to that point in your life, and you're watching other people enjoy life on the internet, and that might not be the life that you want to enjoy. It looks like it, but they're not telling you all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes and how hard it is to work. So again, what I do is I work for Mr. Charlie and I own my own business. I have two different things that I'm doing. I understand what's really going on out here. The labor that it entails in order to be your own boss, you got to have people work for you. If you don't enjoy that, then do something else. If you enjoy, but like I say, I enjoy working for people because it's less stress for me. If I had to pick up and wake up every morning to get you down the road and get you some money for your family and I come last, that is something I don't enjoy. So also understand the second key that we talk about is location. To me, your location matters. Find a good location that you're going to make money at all the time because you want consistency. And then the third thing, the third key is timing. We can't control timing. You know you got a limited amount of hours left on this earth. Use it wisely. Do what it is you want to do to make yourself successful in whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to just be trucking. I just submerged myself in the trucking because I have a trucking business. When I was racing motorcycles, I submerged myself in motorcycle racing. When I was bowling on a team, I submerged myself in that. That's what I did. You can do whatever it is you want to do. I never tell nobody what to do. What works for you works for you. But I'm just here to encourage you to keep going, keep doing it. But if you keep doing the same thing and you're getting a negative result, I would encourage you to try something different. Nothing's going to change. You're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it's not going to change. Now, if you don't want it to change, perfectly fine. I'm never going to tell you that you need to change. I would say I wouldn't do that, or I would suggest this, not telling you what to do. So I just wanted to come on here and give you a little short little thing. What's going on, Mob? I see you down here. Yeah, but I ain't worried about if everyone wants to do it. I just want some people to just change the way they're looking at things and to try it differently. A lot of people are watching these content creators for the content and then they're trying to regurgitate it or mimic it to try to get a better result for themselves. Oh, I seen a video of these people going to company X, Y, and Z. I'm going to go over there because I think I'm a better worker than they are. Okay, you're in competition with these people, so you got to understand that. All right. Yo, yeah, I'm in Ohio. Come to Ohio, make some money. Come to Ohio, make good money in Ohio. Hmm. Mom says you take a piece of everyone's knowledge, mix it with your own experience, and come up with your own idea. Yeah, but mom, these people don't have their own ideas. Can you imagine growing up and always seeing somebody do something and then you're doing it the way they did it and it worked for you, or you don't have no dreams, no aspirations. You're just a regular person and you're just out here doing what regular people do. And we always talk about this. If you're average, you're going to get what average people get. If you're above average, you're going to get above average. So for me, I think I am above average. I'm not an average guy. I think I'm above average, and I'm gonna get above average all the time. I can look at something, have a vision about it that no one else. Yes, that's a good trait to have. Is is looking at something and coming up with your own idea. That inspires people to keep going. But if you're doing what everybody else does, you're going to get what everybody else gets. So for me, I'm I don't want to do what everybody else is doing because I have my own ideas. I've known I have my own ideas and the way I do things for years. Hell, even getting out of high school, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I said to myself, this is what I want to do. Now I'm of age, I'm older, I've done that, I completed it, and now I'm reaping the benefits because that's what I wanted to do. Salute G Way. You you also got a little stubborn because everyone gonna tell you how it's not a good idea. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. I remember telling a certain individual I wouldn't put you know this particular motor in their thing, but they did it anyway. They have that. That's their choice. I'm not here to say, see, look at that. That's why that happened. No, they did it, and now they gotta continue on with it. What's going on here? Conversation pieces. I'm just giving a little bit of short little synopsis of what I was trying to do the other day on my little live feed, and the sound. I wanted to reiterate sound. Hopefully, I'm not cutting in and out. Name names. I already named names. You got to go rewind the video. If you go back to the beginning of the video, then you'll hear the person's name being called out. But I want the sound, and this is for all you content creators, even you conversation piece drivers want to hear what you got to say, but we can't hear it if your internet's bad, or if you're cutting in and out, or if the fan is going and you're in front of the AC because it's hot out. Then go and get into a space, a studio, or an area where people can hear what you have to say. No, no, you're good. You're good. And so that way we can actually hear you and we'll be more engaged in what you're saying. Because when you start talking and hitting those bullet points, I follow along, but it's some people that can't. Some people can't hold a long attention span. Some people have a short attention span and they can't hold it and then they just go. They have to leave. They gotta go listen to something else or they gotta put on some music and dance to the beat. So right. Well, hey, you gotta have an AC. I got an AC. You gotta have an AC. I see my boy S125 got his AC in his truck fixed. Me personally, damn, that AC is overrated. Roll down the windows like we did back in the day. Wasn't no AC. You roll down the window and you turned the little cozy wing, and that was your AC. You held your head out the window or your arm out. So you be walking down the street, you got one dark arm on the left or whatever arm you had hanging out the window, and then the other arm was pale. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to get back to the grind. I hear you. You're scared to go to war and all that. Listen, if you gotta go, you gotta go. My old ass is too old to go to the war. I ain't worried about no draft. I ain't worried about no draft because I done did my time. And the draft people wouldn't like me anyway. I don't think I could be a what do you call it a enlistee. The what's the mark when you get when you first come in? Mm. That's right, DB. AC don't work. I don't work. Well, DB, you come to Ohio and you start complaining about that AC. you won't have a check. You'll be like a lease driver out here. They'll be like, hey, okay, go home, DB. We'll call you when the AC work. You'll be at home for a damn month. You'll be home to September. You'll use up all your PTO days. You're gonna use up all your sick days, the personal days, the comp days, all them extra days you get. You'll use up all them days. There's nothing to cry about. You'll be good to go. When the AC work, it'll be the winter time, and then that's when you're gonna want the heat to work. So we know the heat work. The heat work all year round. So yeah, I was hoping S125 would have came in here and gave us a synopsis on his AC. Because I'm telling you, my AC go out every summer. Every summer, my AC go out in my big rig, and I don't blink an eye. We got a haul freight. We not sitting there putting thousands of dollars into an AC unit that is old and raggedy. Just roll your window down, keep you a bottle of water, and start drinking your bottle of water. You'll be good to go. I'm telling you. But hey, 250 in, 250 out. You're gonna make $250 for the day, and you're gonna spend $500 on the AC man to fix it. Okay, all right. Mm. Yeah, I used to work in the sun every day too. You know, and you'll learn how to keep your body covered so that you don't burn yourself up. Your skin is your biggest organ on your body is your skin. You need to keep that covered. Oh yeah, and DB, salute man. Walking every day with your lady is very very inspirational and motivational. Very very motivational. So just keep doing that. I appreciate that. My ass got to go. I got to get out of here. I got to go work for Mr. Charlie. I got to get over. That's right. This is the week for overtime. Don't y'all get overtime on the 4th of July? I know all these truck drivers out here. Not many of them be getting that double time. I got to work 4th of July. So, I'm just saying, I got to get overtime this week. And I done heard that the big, beautiful building passed. So, you know me, free money is the money I like. So hopefully this little podcast came through clear. Wasn't no chitter chatter, no nothing going on. I just wanted to make sure that y'all can hear this, and I'll come back with another video and talk to y'all soon. Peace.